Hi, everyone. Now we can get started. May light dance within my soul,
May light dance within my soul,
lifting my mind from oppression and freeing my heart from restraint. May I honor my true nature and live this life with increasing honesty. May I attract endless divine love and the protection to live this life with a complete honesty. May I attract endless divine love and the protection to live this gift of my life in perfect fulfillment in all levels. I am dignity. I am wild grace. I'm unrestrained being. I move in authentic truth, dancing sacred joy upon this earth. I hope you all are doing well, and welcome to my live. In this live, I will be answering any questions in the live stream and also any questions I've been noticing in my past live streams that people have been asking in the playback live streams. So this is going to be fun. So I'll be taking breaks if there's any buddy asking questions in my live stream. Other than that, I will get right to the questions I've been seeing so much. Questions I've been asking in my past live streams about government jobs and your status on it, about school, about your love life, if you're going to get married, if you're single, those kind of questions. Okay. So if you're new to my live, just leave your question and I will see it and I'll go in order to answer the questions. Okay. And I'll give you guys a free mini reading. Okay. Now, if you want a private reading, you can go to my Patreon page. That link is down in the description box. A bunch of other goodies are down in the description box, especially if you want to know about inner engineering or any other kind of cool things. Okay. In my channel, it's diverse. So everybody and their mama is welcome in my channel. It doesn't matter your culture, your gender, your religion, your spirituality. Okay. So, and we can get started. Now, the first question that I came up with that I saw that people were needing an answer to was if they want more more in their life, like more expansion, whether it be if you're single and wanting to go to a love interest and or just feeling a lacking of a need to want more in your life, whether it's money, career, stuff like that. So that'll be the first question. All right. And let's ask it. So, viewers that are watching this, whether it's now or after the live stream, that want more in their life, what can they do to get more expansion in their life whenever they watch this? Thank you. And if you want to know what I channel is energy and the divine, okay? And spirit guides and anything that comes into my channeling that's very a person that needs to know, it will be divulged after I pick up the cards, okay? All right, so first card is 7th Chakra Archangel Chamil, the Temple Path, Door to Value, and a Victory. Woohoo! Yeah! It's always good to see as an outcome card, right? All right, so when it comes down to people in general, whether you're single or a couple, you're wanting more expansion in your life whenever you watch this, is you'll know because you'll be secure here because you've been connecting with your spirituality. You'll go through a spiritual evolution, okay? Some of you have been already going through it and you want to open that new door to that expansion, that value, okay? Keep on going forward. Trust in your emotional stability and follow your bliss, okay? Because there's that lack that happens within any of us, okay? It doesn't make us more or less. What's really great is knowing that and knowing that we all human beings can have love and compassion for each other, especially when we start feeling that lack. And when you do, it creates that spiritual evolution within inside you where you're like, I'm not going to give up. I know what's going down within inside me. And this is what's always a cue that happens with inside my mind and body to get me to understand why am I feeling this lack? Well, every human being always wants more and will ever for want that more until you're down into the soil, okay? Because it's by our own nature as human beings to always want to ascend our boundaries, whether it's mentally or spiritually or even physically, but it's very hard physically, right? Or we're out of the body and we're going woo all over the place. So we find that more by asking ourselves, do we want that relationship? Do we want that new career? Do we want to send our situation because it's just limiting us? And when you start realizing, yes, it is, and it's okay to ascend to that next level in your life, that's when you're where that spiritual evolution presents itself and that new door opens with inside you first in order to have those creative solutions, to ascend any obstacles, to feel not limited anymore. This is part of a human being's evolution. We constantly go through these cycles every single moment of every single day of our life. It's just sometimes we're conscious of it, and sometimes, well, we get wrapped up in the day-to-day stuff that we sit back and we review over our life or over that day, that we had and realize we really went through some stuff, but it could have been worse. And there was a lot of obstacles that you got through, that you didn't think you were strong enough, even facing those fears of whatever it was that was going on in the situation. Either way, you're working through things and you're going to have a victory. And with this victory, you're going to have that recognition. So keep on working at it. Keep on understanding that lack is only giving you experience to know yourself and how to ascend any kind of obstacles within inside you where things are more limitless, you know? So face those fears in such different ways and give yourself that time and space to be patient with yourself while you're growing and expanding. Because you're going to be in your power when you do this, meaning you're going to know your personal power as you ascend these obstacles with inside you. And those are those anxiety and worries that you have. But that's what makes you human, to understand those things so that way you have the experience to move past them because they're like air. Okay. The air that you fart out of your butt, but then go, oops, excuse me. Get what I mean? All right. So that's that question. If you guys wanted to know how to expand more, okay? Now, if you're wanting to go to that love interest, now is the time because you are going to get past that air energy of that anxiety and worry. And then you'll wonder why you even had it. But we have all our lessons, right? We wanted to come here to be human beings, to know the physicality, how to touch, taste, and feel, but understand fears and move past them because they all happen within inside us. And we don't have to be prisoner no more to them. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So the next question that I saw in my live streams was about government jobs, okay? And it doesn't matter what kind of government job you have. This is the people that are going to be watching the live now or the playback that are wanting to know about their government job in general, okay? So this is for you viewers, okay? So let's see, viewers that are watching this, either now in the live or the playback, will they get that government job in the year 2024? And please give me an outcome as well. Thank you. Action, community, happy family. Woo, that's cool. And yin and yang. All right, so what I get channeled in with these cards is that yes, you're going to get that government job as long as you work in balance, okay? Out in the community and having making sure you have that closeness at home if you have a family. Now, if you don't have a family, this is working in balance in general with the public and doing your government job. Because when you do this, you're going to feel very whole, very neutral with yourself and others. So that way you can get things done in balance, okay? So yes, make sure your job is in balance, okay? Please try not to overwork. Now, what I know about government jobs, at least here in the US, that one of the biggest thing is whether you're a case manager working for a government or just any position in that, please try not to bring home your work. Have that balance so that way you have rest and rejuvenation, because you know you make the most decisive decisions when you're balanced, but not just this. You're happy-go-lucky when you know when you're coming back to work and you love the work that you do. You know when you're burnt out is when you're like, oh God, gotta go back to this job. And it becomes a job where it's not a labor of love, you know, because in a job, you're not laboring. You just love it, you know. So make sure when you have that job this year with the government and that, make sure you're doing things in balance, that action, okay? So heads up with that. Now, let's move on to the next question that I saw in my past lives that people were asking, and that was, let's see, viewers that watch this, what do they need to know right now about their job in the next 2 months whenever they watch this, whether it's the playback or this live? Thank you. Heartbroken, door to romance, cornucopia, and door to personal healing and happiness. Women holding the heart. So there's not a bad outcome here in this next 3 months for people who are wanting to get that job that they want. Oh, wait, hold on, pulling it back. What you need to know right now about your job in the next 3 months, viewers, okay? It's not a bad outcome because in the end, you're going to decide what makes you happy about this job, okay? And you're going to open yourself to understanding if this is the job you really want, or does it bring you heartache? Does it bring you heartache because you're not getting up the ladder that you want, meaning not being recognized, not getting a bump up in your money and career? You need to really ask yourself, are you willing to be having your personal power here to stand up for what you want, okay? Because if you're not excelling in the career that you want in these next 2 months, you're needing to be open to what your wish fulfillment is. What job do you actually feel happy in doing that you can wake up every single day and be happy going to it, okay? And if this is the job that you want, then you need to make sure the job that you already have or that you want, you're going towards it, okay? So you're asking your supervisor, asking your director, asking your manager, hey, do you see me bumping up to the next level in these next 2 months? Because I need to know, because if I'm going to have a job here, I need to know if it's going anywhere. Okay? And you have every right to ask that without any hesitation or fear. Okay? Because this could be the very stepping stone to get you to the career that you want. But you need to know answers, and you can't be so timid and hold back, or else you'll never know and you'll be wondering. And it'll be another 2 years until you finally grow up the nerve to even coming out of your comfort zone again with this. Because this is what's getting channeled in. It's like you're going to get stuck in a intermission that you're probably like, when is the movie going to start up again, where it's exciting and everything. You get what I mean? Because that's what's the example that's getting channeled in. Okay, in the end, you're going to understand what makes you emotionally stable, because you're going to ask yourself what makes you happy about this job, and that's what's going to bring you healing. Okay, in order to take it to the next level here in your career, because you'll know what makes you enthusiastic about this job, if it does or if it doesn't. So don't second guess yourself. Have a journal and really ask yourself, what are 5 different things does this job do to make me happy, where I love going to it day to day? Because I can tell you this, the job that I have right now, I can come to it every single day and feel happy and fulfilled, where it gives me either very little money or to very a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Money is not a price tag here. Your own happiness is your own emotional stability, because that will bring you anywhere in life, navigating you anywhere to a job that you really fulfill. Because before I was doing this job, I was working with the handicapped and mentally disabled. Before that, I was working a fast food job with McDonald's, then a pizzeria in a mall, then KFC. And my God, I was like, yay, these are just stepping stones to getting to where I want to go in life. And so when I worked with the handicapped and mentally disabled, I started out at the bottom, which is support professional. And I learned how to have so much love and compassion in such a different way for human beings that couldn't even wipe their own butt. Yeah, I had to do that. And it wasn't bad for me to do, because I saw people that needed that help, to having to deal with grand mal seizure cases, to people with dementia, with Down syndrome and all that good stuff, because they're not more than less than anybody else. Because there were a lot of people in their life that wanted to throw them off like they were nothing. Even people that were dealing with schizophrenia, high anxiety, a lot of other mental illnesses that people would just throw off to the side. So that was more and more, it became a stepping stone to me becoming the healer I love being to this day. So this job, that's all you have to ask yourself. Does this job makes you happy? And if it does, then see if you can bump it to the next level, okay? Without any hesitation or fear, okay? All right, so let's move on to the next question. That was in the live streams that I saw on my past ones that I had. All right. Next one is about people that want to get a job that they want. Okay. So, viewers that watch this live stream whenever they can, will they get the job they want in the next 2 months, the next 2 weeks, whenever they watch this? Thank you. adjacent possibilities, door to spirit, and the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. What got channeled in? Yes, you will. And this is why, because you created this. You took the time and space to open up all your options in order to have this new beginning that you created. And in return, this is going to lead to more opportunities, okay? Plain, pure, and simple is what got channeled in, okay? And that's what you needed to know. So yes, in these next 2 weeks, whenever you watch this, all right? Yay! Good news. That way you let go of being stuck and wondering, or trapped up in the fear of it, wondering if it was going to be possible, because it is. Meaning, yes, if you want that crystal clear answer, yay. All right, so the next question that I saw in my past lives that people wanted to know in the comment area, and I get to use my karma deck for this one, yay. So viewers that watch this live or the playback, what is the status about their school, and what do they need to know right now about their school in the year 2024? Thank you. In Libra, in your third house, in Taurus, in Aries, in Saturn. And we're going to stop right there. So, people that need to know about their school and what they need, their status about their school, is that things are going to go great. If you were wondering about the school that if you were applying at some kind of school, whether it be college or some kind of learning institution, there is going to be a partnership between you two, okay? So just make sure that you're doing things in balance through getting things done here with you and your school, okay? And please write down your ideas because they're not stupid in a journal, okay? Especially if you're a tech savvy guru or whatever you want to call it, or you're really good at tech ideas and you second guess yourself, please stop. Write down those ideas and you'll know when to implement those ideas, whether it's about tech or not, okay? Because your instructors, your teachers from that institute are going to be very enlightened to the new ways of wanting to do things. They're going to really like your ideas, okay? Well, I got channeled in, watch out for benchmarks. And you need to watch out for the signs in general. They're going to help you steer through any kind of obstacles, especially about any testing. Don't neglect your testing, okay? Give yourself that rest and rejuvenation when you do your testing, okay? Then that way at the end, you're not dealing with anxiety and worry about testing for any exams that you're going to be going through in your school, okay? You'll walk out there knowing that you did your best because you took care of yourself. You only second guess yourself is when you feel like you haven't done enough. And part of doing enough when you go to schooling, any kind of schooling, okay, whether it's college or kind of a learning center, And that wherever you're located at, part of excelling is making sure you're taking good care of yourself and mentally and emotionally stable. Okay. Because your outcome is really great, because who and what is around you is going to communicate about your ideas. Okay. And it's going to result from you being proactive and productive by doing one thing at a time, you taking the lead by being honest and having strength, to understanding the limits imposed. And those limits imposed are if you go too fast and compulsive. You're not going to nurture yourself or any situation if you're too fast and too compulsive in regards to your education and taking care of your own well being. A lot of people that go back to school, the biggest upheaval they go through is their own stress level, is what can totally like jump themselves out of the whole experience. But what's great is about it is whatever you go through that, if you need to understand your triggers to rebalance by getting rest, taking a break, especially when you start to get information overload, because I can see you just like, holding your head and being like, this is a lot, and throwing everything down. And that's a normal reaction of a trigger, going, okay, it's time to take a breather. Do you need to eat? Do you need a rest? Do you even need to go outside and have a breather and going, this is life. And I know what I'm working towards, for a solid foundation where I'm financially secure, but I also got to be secure with inside me. And taking this break is what's getting me to that emotional security that I need. So that way I'm not frustrated anymore. Okay. It's not a bad outcome. On a spiritual level to this, you're going to gain a lot of ideas. So that's why I said write them down, because they're not stupid. You're going to have resources also to maintaining taking good care of yourself while you're going to school. And you're going to have the energies to meet the challenge of the maturity that brings you slowing it down and that caution, taking one step at a time. So you're going to mature at this, and you need to celebrate those victories, because they're huge, because it's your moments in life where this experience is really helping you not to be compulsive. Doesn't make you more or less. We all have to learn it. This is why nothing can ever be perfect in this world, right? Because at every moment of every single day, no matter what age we are, we had to learn to slow it down and not be compulsive in our societies, how we go about day to day, okay? So it's great. You're getting a maturity upgrade. Yay! And more ideas, which is going to give you those letter of recommendations, because those are not stupid, because it looks great on a resume, but you can pat yourself on the back whenever you get a letter of recognition from your professors and stuff. I know I got a couple from high school to even when I was going to Cochise College, because one of my professors was like, you need to be going to a university because you're too advanced artistically here. I'm like, yeah, but it's fun because I had friends that were going there, and I had to get some of my basics done, like math and all that. Oh, algebra. It almost makes somebody scream going, why algebra? There's no need, no more algebra. Almost makes a person's head explode, unless you're a mathematician. And then I'm like, glad for mathematicians out there that love eating that stuff up, because it makes me happy that at least they love it. Me, I'm neutral with it now. I used to hate it. But all right, so let's go to the next question that was in the lives before, and that is viewer, and this is all about singles finding a romantic partnership. Woo! All right, so viewers that watch this, either on the playback or this live, that are singles. Will the singles find their romantic partnership in these next 2 months whenever they watch this? Thank you. The Sun, Venus, Mars, Pisces. I'm going to stop right there. All right, singles. Will you guys find that romantic partnership in the next 2 months? Yes, as long as you take the lead. Now, if you're like, nope, then this is not for you. But if you're going, huzzah, I'm going to take the leadership lead, then this is for you, okay? Because as I see in the card, once you take action and act like a leader, use your creativity, charm, art, and beauty are the way to do it. Keep in your spirit to demonstrate, to cherish this. Well, huzzah, you're leading the way finally. And your outcome is this. Through your action, okay, of taking the lead, is going to result of you making a decision. If you want to come towards them and speak up, because it's not going to happen until you do, okay? It's not about outcome, because in your spirit, you're going to have the drive for this spiritual experience, okay? So ask yourself what makes you happy. If you are willing to go on this journey and take the lead and step up and ask your significant other, your love interest is what I'm trying to say, but then got it out, if you want to go on a date with them. And bing, that's when the adventure starts, okay, of getting to know each other. It's just you had to remove that self-imposed boundary if there was a fear right there. So don't hold yourself back, okay? Yay. So heads up with that for singles. It's there if you want it. Now, let's see. Now, the next question is guidance for singles that are ready for a new romantic relationship. Bum, bum, bum. Got to be dramatic in my life, right? Waking up anybody who fell asleep, too. Hey, it's not that boring. No, just playing. All right. So, viewers that are watching this now or the playback, what is the best guidance for singles that are ready for a new romantic relationship? You? The moon. The 7th house. Woo! And stop right there. So in this part, I give you guided actions to take and what to keep in your spirit, especially if you're like, I am ready, let's do this thing. And you're feeling all confident and all kinds of playful and yay. All right, so on a physical plane, you need to make the immediate actions to let your feelings tell you how to get a fair deal here in this partnership, okay? When you establish communication, okay? Keep in your spirit to defend, being diplomatic, okay? All diplomatically, if you need to hear it like that. Because when you do this, you don't have a bad outcome. Woo! All right. So on a physical plane, singles that are ready for a relationship, you're going to have a power struggle within inside you. That's that storm of passion, a brewing within inside you going, ooh, let's have fun. I'm a little bit fearful, but This is what a power struggle feels like within inside me. Yes, it does. It's because you're wanting to control the situation because of the fact that you really want this to happen, okay? On a physical plane, okay, is that power struggle, but there's going to be a benefit where things are not stuck in the situation, but they send upward. Yay. And there's going to be many communication about this and healing any kind of perfectionism or overanalyzation and sacrificing any kind of confusion between you two, because both of you are going to transform this situation. Okay? Not a bad outcome. On a spiritual outcome to this, like I said, you're going to have that need to control, but there will be the awareness of you healing. Okay? Any overanalyzation or perfectionism, and the idealization of you're going to purify yourself if you get down and out or depressed here in the situation. I get both of you, okay? So all in all, this is not bad because you both are learning the dance of getting to know each other and seeing if you're going to get that fair deal of having that romantic partnership leading to marriage, okay? So heads up, 7 up with that. Have fun with that. One step at a time. All right. So the next question, and it's the final question that I saw on my lives, is viewers that are watching this live or the playback, will they get that already, that are already in a relationship? So couples, really, this is the question. So I'm going to pull it back. So viewers that are watching this playback now and after this life that are already in a relationship, what is the best advice for them in these next 2 months whenever they watch this? Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Time to take the lead. Yippee! Because it will lead to joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yay. So I'm going to give the couples an extended message to wise leader. Not bad to end out this live, unless there's anybody that's watching want to leave a question and I can answer it before I end this live. So you can comment it if you want to. Don't be scared. Wise leader. So, couples, you are a leader. You carry a wisdom and radiance that inspires others, even if you're not always aware of the depth of wisdom within you. It's emerging by leaps and bounds. This is time to step into your power and take a role of leadership. You're ready. Grab the reins, make decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure. Make decisions anyway. That's what a leader does. Okay? All right. So those were the answers to the questions I saw in my past lives. Now, if you guys want to comment of any other questions that you guys want answered, I'm going to have another live on Friday at 6 p.m. next Friday. I will post it 3 or 4 days before, so that way you guys can make the live. You can be able to watch it at any time, okay? Because this is a timeless Oracle insights for all your guys' questions that you ask. I will also be posting a TV streaming thing tomorrow, probably at 6 a.m., where it goes over all my timeless oracle playbacks. So if you need any answers through those, you can watch them at any time. It's going to be a 24-hour type of live stream. And it's not going to mess with these kind of live streams because I'm going to have them Fridays at 6 p.m. I actually like these lives. It's pretty quiet now. I did post them like 3 days in advance, and for some groups, different times yesterday. So that way people know I am up and running to do a live again Fridays at 6 p.m. Now, if you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure you have the notification bells on so that way you know when the live streams happen. I do free what was it? I'm getting all tongue tied. I do mini readings, okay, for one question, all right? Anything more, I'm not going to do because everybody has a right to have at least one question each, depending on the caseload that happens. Because sometimes in different times of live streams, there's a lot of people, and then tonight it's not a whole lot of people, which is not bad either way. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. And I'm going to sign off early unless anybody has a question. All right. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys next Friday at 6 p.m., okay? Bye for now.